Hey everybody, welcome back to Dress to Quest. I am your wonderful barkeep, lore master, and storyteller for the evening. Tonight, once again, we have a new guest to join us. Tonight, we are entering back into Icewind Dale in the freezing cold, where Ginjack continues to tell us is terrible. And we will continue our journey. Real quick, we're going to go around the circle just to let people know who you are, who you're playing. Go with name and class, and we'll start the intro video. Just a heads up for those that are joining us for the first time, the intro video is a little outdated, so we will be updating that over the next couple of weeks and get a new one out with the new players. We'll start tonight with the guest. Mike?
How you doing?
Doing well.
I was having a little rough day, but now that I'm here having a beer, we're good.
Awesome. Who are you? What are you? Who are you playing tonight?
I am Mike. I am the owner operator of the Weathered Dragon. Is that what we're doing? Can I do that?
Yeah, you
Is
can.
that okay?
Yeah, you're good.
The Weathered Dragon makes pretty unique and cool game tables, drumming to our own beat for sure. I am playing Aramil, a 6th level Druid, and let's do this.
All right. Pass this over to Humphrey.
Hello, I am Humphrey Wendell Wiggum, anywhere and everywhere online, and tonight I'll be playing Kelevar Cobblestitch, your local bard slash fighter now, and
Ooh,
we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna hurt myself.
that's new for me even. I didn't know he's picked a new, added his class. I wasn't paying attention, apparently.
It's spreading.
It's spreading. Chris?
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Chris, and I'm playing Ginjack Wonderful, human cleric of Shantaea.
And our newest player, our newest main player, Sam.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sam. You can find me most places on the internet, even ones I'm not aware of yet. I got to look out for that identity theft at Dungeon Samster, and I have joined this campaign as Nier, the Shadar Kai fighter. I was told they needed somebody who could fight, and I went, "Hey, this one's called Fighter."
Brilliant.
We have yet to see if it actually worked out, but we'll find out. I promise. All right. Well, without further ado, let's roll the video. All right. So, as I get ready, as the snow settled over Caer Konig, change was in the air. The party bid a heartfelt farewell to Benji Castle in the Sturm, heroes stepping away, if only for a while. From the shadows of Neverwinter, a mysterious fighter named Nier stumbled into our story. Quite literally, after a vault heist went very sideways, transporting him straight into the snow of Icewind Dale. Literally, his face was planted. Cold and confused, his echo mocked him at every step. He barely survived, but finding refuge here in the now rebuilt warmth of Caer Konig, he's kind of taken a liking to the party. Meanwhile, Aerwyna, following a dream and the call of her past, to a ruins that she remembers from her hometown. There, in the place of forgotten stars and elven carvings, she uncovered something ancient, not just history, but her destiny, maybe? By the light of blooming constellations, she took her oath and stepped fully into her new power as an Oath of Ancients paladin. Also, she got stuck in a hole. Nier, trying to be the hero, tried to rescue her, and also fell in the hole. Back in town, Ginjack played innkeeper, cook, future city planner, laying the foundation for what to come. Now with new bonds formed, construction about to begin, a strange new arrival stirs in the wind. Our heroes must gather what they need from the forests of Icewind Dale, and maybe find out what it really means to build a home. Our story begins with a figure covered in snow stepping through the threshold of the tavern.
And you see, when you hang out in a place for a long enough period of time, no matter how cold it is, you still don't have to wear sleeves. It's a whole thing.
So as the figure opens up the door and looks into the warmth of the hook, line, and sinker, you see about a half a dozen, maybe more, small lizard-like creatures running around, cleaning and bussing tables and bartending, and our party members resting at a set of tables. Aerwyna, however, has stepped away, so we will fade her out. So we'll bring our party in. Real quick, I need to do a quick update on our fighter while everybody's getting ready. So yeah, as you're walking into the Aramil, as you're walking into the hook, line, and sinker, how are you? What do you look like?
About 6'2". I'm human. Brown hair, beard, braids, kind of like old school, like Viking style braids, coming from the top of my head down. My trusty walking stick in hand, and a green hooded cloak also.
Oh, great. And because we're in Icewind Dale, it's all covered in snow. So
Yes,
that.
My green cloak is now white.
Couple kobolds kind of scurry across the ground after in front of you, and they run off into the kitchen. While this is happening, while you step in, what are the three of you doing at the table? What are you discussing? Maybe the plans for the new updates for the hook, line, and sinker? Maybe a new name for the hook, line, and sinker? Let you decide.
So, the massive iron dragon is stomping its way across Icewind Dale. I'm thinking the worst that'll happen is it might attack Bryn Shander, but you never know where it's going to end up. Now, once Aerwyna wakes up, Nier, Kelevar already knows this, but Nier, we just want to reiterate, we're going to do something really, we're going to chase it down. Right? And as for how to stop it, I look at Kelevar. I said, Kelevar has a plan.
I look immediately at Kelevar, super impressed by this notion.
Don't you, Kelevar?
Sure, travel south and don't stop. It's warmer there.
I was told.
Have I mentioned how much I hate the cold?
He references that as the plan for every action we're going to take. And frankly, it doesn't sound terrible. Have we tried that yet?
No.
No, because someone wants to play hero.
Well,
wherever she went.
It's the girl upstairs, right? It's the perma-napper.
It's not just her. I'm afraid I'm myself am on a holy quest.
Are you fashioning a sword to the end of your lute?
Pardon?
I'm just looking over at Kelevar, kind of balancing some new tools while we're discussing this.
No, I haven't thought about modifying my loot to do anything but pluck a few strings.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe I was just imagining it because I'm not gonna lie. Once you said you were trying to become more martial, that sounds dope as hell.
It's not easy. Look, there was someone traveling with us before. She was terrifying
Hmm.
in
They
so
were.
many ways.
They were quite a
And
pair.
I can't survive up here being a squishy bard, okay?
Was that the big lady or the other big lady? I'm still
Oh,
catching up.
it's the two big
Hmm.
ladies.
Ah,
And at that moment, you realize that Nier, you only heard of Kelevar, and Kelevar you've never seen Nier before. And are you currently with or without Echo?
Echo's not here right now.
Okay, got it.
Oh, can we assume that I introduced them already?
We'll say you introduced, yes.
Because they're awfully familiar.
It's like they're definitely chatting like they're good friends.
I saw you talking to him like he was a homie, and that's all I needed to know.
Said,
Well,
oh,
yeah,
homie.
we're in a tavern, and well, Kelevar's a bard. You know?
Well, all right.
All right. As that's happening, you see Aramil starting to walk up towards you, or towards the tables, still covered just head to toe in snow.
Oh, look, it's a stranger. I mean, it's a small town. You can usually spot when someone strange comes in. Hello, stranger.
We're all a little strange, my good friends. Are we not?
This guy gets it.
Oh god, one of these.
I think right at about that time, coming out of the restroom is actual me. And who's been sitting at the table this whole time has been Echo.
It's been Echo. So, do you want to describe the difference? Because that is definitely the thing we have to make clear.
We might need to canonize that. The primary difference is Echo is not wearing anything that makes sense for the cold, because he is just a potential alternate me from another possible timeline, who I just somehow am able to pull in and be a part of the moment. And he looks paler, which is saying a lot because we're both shadow elves. And then Nier, the actual Nier, is bundled up like crazy because he comes from the Underdark, but he's lived in like warmish cities his whole life.
So he understands cold.
Big time. Oh, a less confident me comes out of the restroom. I'm not the new guy anymore, and I haven't met this one either. Hello.
Greetings, I'm Aramil.
Oh, hello, Aramil. I'm Ginjack.
I am confused with him and him. They kind of look the same.
We're kind of the
I'll
same
leave them-
guy.
I'll leave them to explain.
It's a whole thing. It's been like a week, and we don't get. They look at each other. I don't know, like 2-3 weeks, and we still don't really get it yet. We'll let
Still
you
trying
know
to
when we
figure it
figure it out.
About that time, you see a kobold kind of lose footing, start to toss what looks like a bunch of plates into the air as they've lost footing. It hits Echo, and Echo goes poof and disappears.
So yeah, that's part of the mystery. We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna give him a break, and then I sit down right where he was sitting. Anyways,
The other mystery is you kiss one of them and see how you feel afterwards. So
we had a conversation about kissing each other, but we decided against it.
It's that
Also,
kind of party.
hi. I'm Nier. I don't think I've met you yet. Minstrel person. And then yeah, you met Echo, but not Nier.
Oh, that was Far we were talking to?
Yes. Oh nope. We decided we weren't gonna do that bit. I know he loves that bit, but no. Anyway, what brings this guy out of the snow? I'm not gonna entertain his bits. I'm sorry. Hey, Snow Guy, what brings you into the bar?
Aramil, please. My name is Aramil. I am a refugee from a neighboring town of Bremen, and everything is destroyed, and I'm trying to seek and start anew.
What? Hold on. You're from Bremen?
Yes.
I have the map on the table. And
He's been traveling for a minute.
good Lord.
Several minutes.
You take the road or did you go cross country?
I tried to take the main path as much as possible, but not always was not always available.
I get up and I say, here, take a load off your feet, my friend.
Thank you, thank you.
I could introduce you to Atenas. He kind of lets you stay here for free if you work for him. Is that the new start you were looking for?
Anything will suffice.
Well, first the news. I say, Cookie, could we get some warm broth for our friend here?
Cookie will get that.
Maybe some bread. Or
And
whatever
you see a very colorful orange and blue kobold come out. She has this ornate looking necklace around her neck and seems to be the only one speaking. And she says, all right, you two, that way. And 2 or 3 other kobolds scurry off into the kitchen to gather food for the table.
So you mentioned something about us all having weird elements. well,
no.
You're in good company.
Not me. Well, I'm not a magical creature unless like the rest of y'all. This fellow looks like a human, like me. Oh my goodness. Have a seat, friend.
Thank
What
you.
is it? Ethamil?
Cookie's a
Well,
dragon.
Cookie's a dragon, but
Oh, Cookie likes dragons.
yeah.
The way what happened in Bremen? You said it's in ruin.
Yes.
The
Dragon.
giant thing that I picked up from your house, that's the thing that just
Yeah.
ripped through Bremen.
Oh shit. Yes.
How many days ago?
Very big, nasty, mechanical metal teeth, tails, just destroyed everything.
How many days ago was this? Do you know?
About 2 weeks.
I left the village about 2 weeks ago. That's how long I've been on the road.
All right. So it could be anywhere. I don't imagine the snow slowing it down very much. But that means, Bryn Shander's the big place, ain't it? Actually, oh my goodness. Aerwyna's the one to talk about that. Everyone else here is a refugee, including or not so local.
I mean, we could try to go wake her up. She's just right there.
No, we could not. No need. Hang on one sec. I'll trundle outside.
Okay.
And what was her name? Is Corey nearby?
No, Corey would be at the other inn.
Okay, she's probably working then. All right,
She's at the Northern Light.
I guess we can rely on my knowledge of the place. I've been here long enough, I guess, but I won't know as much details. But
Ginjack the Wonderful is kind of the expert of this place. He'll see you right.
oh, I like that. The Wonderful. That's actually my last name. Wonderful.
Say what your dump stat is without saying what your dump stat is.
There you go.
All right. Well, I don't know if you're up for it, but our plan was to hunt that dragon down and put it in its place.
Not me.
Who created it? It's a Duergar construct, the deep dwarfs, and they intend mischief for Icewind Dale. And amongst the other mischief that's occurring for Icewind Dale, they're the ones that constructed this thing off in the mountains where the Colossus tribes are dwelling. But it tore its way out. We saw that, and then it. I thought it flew, but that was just a delusion. It actually walked across Icewind Dale, and or was it flying? I can't remember, James.
You flipped it again. No, it was flying.
It was flying. So it's
Yeah.
flying around Icewind Dale, finding places to land and smash to pieces.
Yeah.
Um,
Bremen was the first to be destroyed.
all right. So we're too late to save Bremen, but there's that. But then our local Aerwyna is undergoing one of her I wouldn't say frequent, but she tends to go into these how shall I call it? These slumbers. She's a druid and she's very close with the land, and she's also a magical creature. So we were just seeing about securing this tavern.
You know how those druids are, always sleeping and stuff. Am I right, new guy? Hey, what do you do?
I haven't slept in 2 weeks.
But for now, we're just waiting for Aerwyna to awaken, and then we were going to go out dragon hunting.
What is she, hibernating?
Well, yes. You know? Yeah, I believe it is.
As you all are chatting, and another kobold tosses a couple extra logs on the fire at the hearth on the far end of the inn. Some of Cookie's helpers come back and drop off what looks like two large loaves of bread, some slabs of meat, probably either rabbit or deer, and some other odds and ends that they had in the kitchen that either Ginjack has prepared earlier that morning or just what they had laying around. Some not so tasty looking either. Kobolds aren't the best at judge of character when it comes to food.
Having been on the road for like 2 weeks, I could care less what it looks like. I'm just shoving feet in my face. I don't care. I'm famished.
Like, do you know when you get tubers or you get like potatoes and they've been sitting too long and they have the little stems growing off of them, like they just place them up there. They're boiled, but
It's a
for some
garnish.
reason they never took
I just pick the stems off and throw them.
Oh, I'm going to look into this. Beg your pardon, and I'll go to the kitchen and check our supplies.
Okay. Give me a survival roll, Ginjack.
Sure. Open up and what? Oh, 14.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything rotting or bad, but there's definitely things that are either starting to grow, like roots and stuff. It looks like there is some sort of moisture that's back here that they have not concealed. Also, as you look out the window, you can see a figure kind of standing next to the large lumber pile, and doesn't look like he's too happy.
I'll go over to the window and have a look.
It's a tennis. The lumber pile seems low, and he's
Tennis. Okay.
what's that?
Okay.
So
That's my
Tennis.
landlord.
Your landlord?
Yeah, I stay there for free, but I do all his work. I haven't gotten to
I
that
see.
wood pile in a bit though.
All right. I look at the wood pile. I mean, it's his wood pile, or is it the communal one? from
it's the
village?
communal one.
I'll gesture for him. Well, I tap the window.
Mm.
Get his attention.
He looks up at
So
you.
I don't have to go out. So I don't have to go outside to come in.
Yeah, you see there's like very fully dressed dwarven gentleman, large hood with hat underneath, comes up. Yes.
Does he come inside?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He like came straight to the window and he's got like his face planted close enough to the window trying to hear you.
I just kind of gesture like
And he
point at the
starts.
door.
It takes him a moment to walk all the way around the hook, line, and sinker. But he does come in about a couple minutes later, kicks the snow off his boots, drops a very heavy, either wool or some sort of heavy cloth cloak onto the side, onto a chair. Oh, well, seems to be going to have to head out to the woods again here soon.
Why don't you have a seat? Take the weight off your feet.
Oh,
and,
thank you. Like,
I'll go
should
to
I
the kitchen.
actually take the weight off? Because feet are killing me.
Yeah, if you take off the boots, it probably feels real nice. And I'll be back over there to sweep and then mop, and I'll clean out the larder, and I'll do all that other stuff you put on that list. It'll be fine. I'll get Echo to help.
Hey, you're very, very helpful.
Yeah.
And
That's
what's
it.
this about the wood pile?
Well, as people have been needing the wood to rebuild houses and stuff, the pile's emptied quickly, and we haven't had enough time to go out in during the day as we know,
Relatively speaking, yeah. Mhm.
and gather any more. You wouldn't be up to heading
Well, I'm
out
up
and
for it.
gathering some, would you?
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
might be
have
nice
to,
stretch the legs.
I'll have to do a proper prayer, but I reckon I could help out, if only because, well, we're using a fair amount of wood in here as well. And all for one and one for all and whatnot. My other concern is food, but yeah, wood would be good. I have a question, James.
Sure.
I know I may have asked this before, but is there any place in Caer Konig where I could buy rings?
Ooh. Let me look. Let me look and see what all our maps is. Do you? I know she's not here right now, so that one no. Give me either a history check for people that you've talked to while you're walking around and while you've been conversing in Caer Konig, or give me a perception check if you've noticed anybody that might be of that craft. Your choice.
I haven't noticed squat. All right, whatever. Okay. What do you say? Nair,
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's me.
are you up for some wood chopping?
Oh, big time. Kelevar, have you figured out what kind of a weapon you want to specialize in? This could be some good axe practice.
I haven't figured anything out so far. I've got me a hand crossbow and a short sword, and I figured one's gonna poke something eventually.
Well, let's see if we can go shoot
I'm a
down
bard. I
tree.
have high hopes. So
Oh, that sword
Hey,
ain't gonna get you very far against a tree. Just giving you a heads up there.
I can probably loan you something. Hey, Atenas, can I loan him something if you loan me something to loan him something?
Yes, of course. I was going to just have you, if you'd like to, we could stop back at the Frozen Far Expeditions. I'll give you all a proper lumber axe, and if you're willing, I'll just give you the sled, and you guys can drag the sled around and gather up the wood, bring it back. And I'll take
Sounds
care
like
of
a
all those
wonderful
other.
idea.
I'll cover all those other chores that you say I've given you.
Perfect. I'll do those some other time, I swear. And Echo will definitely help out. Snow guy, new guy. Remind me again.
Of
What? Okay, yeah, I'll call you Snow Guy. It's been a
Oh.
sounds like it was a hard 2 weeks on the road. You want to keep walking and do some manual labor?
whatever I can do to chip in and help, I would be more than happy to be part of a civilization again and to help rebuild. Whatever you need of me, I am at your service.
Oh, well, that's good. Uh, Can I get a witness?
I get over it.
But before we head out and do anything, let me tell you a story.
Mm. Even you hear a tennis just be like, oh, another story.
So gather around, you little kobolds.
Like, this seems to be one of their favorite moments as they all kind of scurry around in this half circle. Each of them crisscrossing their legs and placing the two in front, and they just kind of listen quietly.
Long time ago on the Tetherian Peninsula down south near the ghost-haunted city of Velen, there was a wandering bard named Thalaba the Jokester. A renowned purveyor of japes and jokes, this tall, gangly human plied his trade in the towns and fishing villages of the Tetherian coast for many, many years. One day in the cold month of the Hammer, Thalaba was trudging his way through freezing rain and snow. His jester's motley jangled as his teeth chattered and he shivered. But in the distance he spotted the warm lights of a strange-looking tavern, appeared made of wood and stone, but almost grown out of the side of a tree. Thalaba trudged his way to the door, rapped loudly, and said that in the greatest jester greeting, knock, knock. From within, a voice called, "Who's there?" And I continue the story for another 10 minutes, and then I finish.
All
As
right.
the show ended, the crowd showered Thalaba with coins of copper, silver, and even a few electrum. The furball's laughter boomed, shaking the very foundations of the brightly lit tree inn. The huge, hairy proprietor chortled as she said, "He had me at the knock-knock," which just goes to show a good jest will open every door. Blessings of the goddess Shantea be upon you all. And that's 9
Temporary
what is it?
health.
Yeah, everyone gets 9 temporary health. So add those to your sheets.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll do a performance roll too, if that's okay.
Go for it.
All right. Just so. Wow, I thought my performance was better than that. Okay. Just average. For some reason, I thought it was higher than +3, but okay.
I have to check that.
Is it +3 for performance? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, it's persuasion that's higher. Okay, never mind. All right. And then I'll pull out a small length of cord, crush it in my hand, and touch my holy symbol and say, "Blessings of the goddess be on you." Point at Humphrey. Actually, no, not you. You shouldn't be fighting in melee. Blessings of the goddess on me. Are you a scrapper or do you fight from range? And I'm pointing at Nier.
I mostly get up close and personal.
Blessings of the goddess on you.
Oh, hey, thanks.
And you, sir. I point at our new friend.
I mostly like to fight from afar, but I can get a little scrappy if I need to.
From afar it is Kelevar. Blessings of the goddess on you. So 8 spell, add another 5.
Nice. Thank you kindly.
So 9 and 5, you should have 14.
Does that stack?
It stacks in a weird way. The 8 spell increases your maximum hit points. And the temporary hit points.
Is
You
temporary hit
can't stack
points.
Yeah, you can't stack temp with temp, but there's no way to track this here. We've tried to figure out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so just treat it as
more.
Okay, explain, James.
Yeah, it's easiest to treat it, at least for the system, to treat it as full temporary hit points for that. Otherwise, it gets all winky.
So everyone should have 9 temp. And myself, Kelevar, and a Nier have another 5 on top of that for 14.
And also with you.
The 5 from the aid lasts for 8 hours, but the temp will last until they're used.
Cool,
Or
cool,
until I
cool.
refresh it.
I start eyeing the kobolds running around for fear of being hit with more plates.
Oh, I can do up to 6 people, so I put another one on Cookie and another one on the most active kobold. No, on the mayor. Not mayor, on what's his face? The dwarf.
Speak. Oh, a tennis.
Yeah, I'll put another one. I'll put the other one on her tennis.
Okay.
Because I can do up to 6.
Oh, for the I got you. Yep.
All right, I think we're ready. Once
All
we've
right.
got all up.
Well,
You're not too tired, are you, friend?
I'm good. Let's continue.
Yeah, he hasn't slept in, I think he said 10 days, so he's ideally suited for this.
2 weeks, but who's counting?
Are you sure you're up for this?
Math is optional.
Those con saves must be nuts.
All right, we'll head out with our tennis, I guess.
all right. So what I'll do is we'll head over to the
outside. Hang on. Yeah.
There it is.
there it is.
Yeah.
All right. As the 4 of you head out into the cold, the wind immediately catching those who have been inside for a while. Aramil, tired of getting blasted in the face by cold, completely wraps his head around it, just so that only his eyes can be seen. As you all make your way out the hook, line, and sinker, and behind it up to the Frozen Far expedition, which is a Tennis's place. Inside a barn area, there's a set of somewhat sharpened lumber axes and a drag cart or a drag sled. Well, the 4 of you can collect enough up for to reload the pile. It would be much appreciated for this town and for the people in it. Not that you all haven't done enough, as is, but we keep asking.
In the cold north, we all have to help each other.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, that's what Aerwyna keeps telling me anyway. Come on.
Happy to pitch in. Okay, bye.
As the 4 of you take the sled by ropes and start trudging up into the north of here, into what seems to be small wooded patches, wooded area patches of Icewind Dale. A memory comes back to you, Ginjack, of the first time you met those bastards. The 4 Dorgar that were ambushed ahead. This is also where you would have not met Nildar, the first sighting of Chardalyn, up near the outpost.
Are we near the outpost now?
You're still a good ways away from the outpost. This is more just the wooded areas around Caer Konig. And you can see where some of the lumber has been cut down already as you head farther into the woods.
I do mention it to the group. I say, up that ways was Duergar, I don't know, Castlet, if you will. We had a bit of a scrap with them around there, but we cleared it out. Although I haven't checked up on it since then.
All right. Well, do you think it's still safe around these parts, or were they well and cleared out?
No.
Oh.
The first question. Safe. Have you look around you, man?
It's
Say,
Once you're here for as long as I've been, again, like a week or two, it's not that bad. Granted, I haven't left town since I first got in, so I don't have a real good impression, but
here Koenig's fairly safe.
Until it isn't.
Until it isn't. I mean,
Oh.
just 2 weeks ago, there was a bunch of Griffin riding Colossi smashing the crap out of the town. But today, I think it's pretty safe. But out here, I just say mind your P's and Q's, keep your eyes sharp. Because some little bastard might jump out of a snow mound and stab you in the crotch. Not you, Kelevar.
Good to know.
You'll be stabbed in the head.
is that a height joke?
Yes.
All right. I like how forthright you are, sir.
Oh, well, I'm a simple man.
Well, there goes my suggestion for some singing and a playing then. Don't want to be easier targets than we might be already. And I kind of look down at how I haven't fully swapped into clothing that doesn't stand out. Huh. All right. I guess I'll hunker back. Make sure y'all don't get seen too easily alongside me.
Oh, no, it's fine. I have no skill in camouflage at all. And I'm wearing chainmail. You can hear me from a mile away.
As he just kind of jingles as he's walking.
Yeah.
Subtlety is definitely not this this crew.
I mean, it's been an issue in the past when we had the murder mothers with us, and they had stealth rubbish. Sorry, you were saying something, friend. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I said you were going to rust.
In all likelihood. I think I'll freeze before I rust. But
As you keep pulling the sled up what seems to be a moderate incline into the forested area, you notice that the trees it's pretty thick here, and it seems to be a good first spot to hack away. So for this one, we'll have the four of you each with your lumber axes. You roll me a survival check. See if it's just going to be a quick DC 12.
gonna murmur a prayer to the goddess before we start chopping down trees,
All right.
You gotta.
and then I'll start chopping down trees.
All right.
And you said these are lumber axes, right? It's like
They are lumber
full-size
axes.
lumber axe.
Full-size lumber.
Okay, a gnome with a lumber axe. This is gonna be great. Just let me know when you want me to roll with disadvantage.
Let's see how everybody does with a regular first before we start hacking with disadvantage slings.
11.
Woo! It's all right. Anybody else roll your survival?
I got a 12.
Yeah, I roll.
This is your first. This will be your first hour in of hacking at trees.
Could I have popped near to echo out, not necessarily to hang out and help with the wood, but just to kind of walk a circle within 30 feet just to make sure it's safe while we do this?
Sure. Give me a.
I can't.
And he can report back, and he has autonomy at a point, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he can make decisions and what have you, and doesn't disappear as long as he stays within 30 feet. We don't have telepathy or anything like that, so if he needed to say something, he'd literally have to
Yell
say
it.
it.
Okay. Yeah. 30 feet. Sure. Give me a perception check.
Sweet. Okay. 14.
Looks pretty quiet at the moment. Nothing seems to be really bothering the forest. No additional movement seems to be coming around. As you hack away, the four of you. So we got it. Ginjack 11. Or no, Ginjack was 22. Nier was a 15. You said, Humphrey, you said you rolled an 11?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I rolled an
And-
11. So at
and-
some point, I probably go, "Oh, dang it! I chipped a nail."
And Aramil, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12, but
Okay.
as they all start chopping, since I'm a druid and all, and I'm a tree hugger ultimately, like I just start cringing. I understand the value, like what they're doing and why, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I'm not okay with it, so I'm kind of like,
All right. You do know that this is more of a they're going to take what they need and not just take just to take. So at least
yes,
there's
I
that.
I understand it, but it still hurts.
I guess. Anything you would like to do then outside of that then? If hacking a tree is definitely not your option.
Um, I'll scurry around and kind of pick up the splinters for like kindling. So
Okay.
so I feel like I'm doing something.
I feel like I'm doing something. Okay.
You know, we could always look for previously felled trees. That way we're reclaiming as opposed to chopping.
Yes, I'm like
It's not a
Aramil
bad
likes
idea.
this very much. This reclaiming of trees.
I'm getting the sense you might be naturally oriented. Do you do the nature magic that would allow us to like replant as we go, or
In this weather, this would be hard.
that's a shame. And then I just keep swinging.
And I just keep
Yep.
cringing.
Every time you hear it.
Ooh! Ooh!
Can I volunteer Echo to walk over and indicate to Kelevar that if he wanted to have another chance, he would like kind of stand there and give notes. Sam doesn't want to have to do this for Humphrey, but if it gave him like advantage on another attempt,
Sure, I'll let it for the next hour as Echo gives mocking attempts or mocking advice.
can he Patrick Swayze him a little too?
Wow.
Go for it, my friend. Should be all right over there, Kelevar.
I'm good. The Patrick Swayze. I'm like, alrighty. Ah,
As
Are we doing,
Kelevar works up his
If he wanted to swing again, yeah, there's a real tall elf leaning down, wrapping his arms around the arms and shoulders of a gnome, helping him to get the form right to swing an axe.
yes, the form. Yes, the form.
the Echo
Full
makes
on
sure that
ghosting
like
this
tries
now.
to slide the hand. Echo keeps sliding the hand down to like the edge of the lumber axe, but that makes it too lopsided for a gnome, and you're just like, no, I gotta hold it like this. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Little
eventually
unwieldy.
it's like, I can't hold it like this.
It's like, well, I don't know how else to teach it. Maybe I'm giving disadvantage. Shucks.
So after a couple hours of this, you start having to move. Arabelle's cringed enough for the moment, and you have to utilize your spaces. So you're not going to just take a whole area down. You're going to kind of take a couple down and then head deeper in to take another couple down. And you did find, as you're walking through, you found a fallen over tree, as you were looking for. Who's going to go take care of that one?
Kelevar's gonna give that a try because that's gonna be a little easier to swing over the head, not with my hips. You're still probably gonna see him go like, "Wah!" first couple times. So,
All right, Kelevar, with that, can you give me a perception check, please?
nine.
Okay.
I'm gonna die. What's that? Duergar in the trees? Oh no!
Well, you just tap. And two big swings. And you get a nice little wedge in the fallen tree or in the fallen timber as you're chipping it away. While he's doing this, are you all picking other trees? What else? What is everybody else doing?
Yeah.
Just
hacking and
gathering
slashing.
more lumber. All right.
If
feeling
he's got
that?
a whole, if it's already down, then we should be focusing on chopping it up into smaller bits
Okay.
as opposed to chopping down other trees. So I'll give him a hand.
Okay.
I'll
Have you give me a perception as well?
And Aramil is okay with this one because this tree is already felled, so
Okay.
he'll grab the axe and join in since.
That's a 13 from Ginjack.
Okay. And Aramil, I'll give you your perception on this one too, since the three of you are by that tree.
How do I roll on D&D Beyond? Why is it not? I'm trying to hit
Oh,
perception.
you would so you would go into your actor list on the right hand side in Forge, double click, and it should have your character in there.
You're still not in Forge though, right?
I am. No, I
Yes.
am. But I'm not familiar with it, so that's why I'm jumping the D&D
Oh, you're
Beyond.
good. If you're gonna roll in D&D Beyond, you'll just have to tell me the amount.
So just real quick, what do I have to do in Forge?
So do you see the little meeple-looking character on the right-hand side?
Yes.
Double click or click him, and it should open up a window.
It says I just see players.
Yeah, click players, and it should have you.
There I am.
Double click on him, and there you go.
Perception, normal.
There we go.
Ba-boom.
There we go. All right. As
That's a 23, no? What is that?
yep, a 23. As you chip away, the two of you chip away from one side, the other side, Aramil gets ready to hack down and notices a completely frozen hand sticking out like this from the snow. Blue finger, like blued over completely, icicled and everything.
Not moving.
Not moving.
Totally frozen.
Totally frozen.
How far is it from me?
It's right next to you. It's like underneath where it's like on the, if you think of where the log is, they're on this side of the log, you're on that side of the log. The hand is like right next to where you were about to start chopping.
All right, so I immediately stop, throw the axe down. I guess I leap over the log and kind of just start trying to dig out if it's buried to try to see what's going on.
All right. As you do, you start to pull the snow away one hand at a time, and because you don't have a Disney princess to just disappear water like they normally do. And you notice a fully frozen, smaller humanoid, gray beard, but it's very patchy, dark complexion, skin, very gaunt looking.
Can I recognize if it's a Duergar?
I would say give me a history check with advantage because you would have seen Duergar in Bremen as the assault would have happened. 16, yeah. You would definitely notice that this is a Duergar. The most Duergar you have seen are a lot more beefy. So this thing has either been dead for a while or it was just kind of left
starved
out
to death.
Or starved to death, yes.
Okay. Can I how uncovered is he at this point?
I'll say you mean the way you're pulling stuff away, you're noticing he's kind of laying up on his back, just frozen like this. His arms kind of out, so he's on his back, so you can cover up. You see a pretty good amount.
I'm just gonna shout over to the party that hey, there's somebody frozen here, and I'm gonna continue, still trying to dig him out. And
okay,
is it a dead Duergar?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. Wonder what killed him. Well,
I'm guessing the cold.
You think he got killed by the cold, huh?
He looks pretty thin and gaunt.
Oh no,
He may have died of starvation first. Why he was out here wandering around on his own, I'm not is beyond me.
Does he look skinnier than the typical Duergar we've seen?
Mhm.
Oh, so he starved and he froze.
I mean, is he kind of under the tree? Could he have been trapped as it fell, or am I making that up? I'm still way over here, by the way. I'm just
Yeah,
hearing
is
what
he
y'all are talking
stuck under
about.
the tree? Is that what's
It,
going
it looks
on?
like the tree could have rolled onto him. I mean, it's hard to tell at this at point.
All right, so I'm still digging. I'm trying to
Okay.
see what's going on.
Yeah,
Wow,
fully
he's really good at digging.
fully reveal a completely frozen over, frostbitten Duergar in the snow. Partially
With the log
even
on him or
no,
not
no,
on
no. So
him?
away from the you have room out underneath from the log.
Check
Okay,
his
I'm gonna.
stuff. Check to see if he's got any stuff on him.
Yeah, I was gonna search him, see what's on his person.
Okay.
Oh, if you come across any obsidian black rocks, don't touch it.
Yeah. So as you look over, you notice that he's not very well dressed either. Very simple clothing. Doesn't seem to have any sort of weapon on him, and is like I said, it doesn't even have boots on. But as you kind of rummage through his pockets and stuff, you do find a small coin. And it has very strange writing on both sides.
Can I do a history check for that?
You can do an arcana for me, or a religion.
Arcana is 6 and religion is 3. We will do Arcana.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm still chopping on a tree like 20 feet away.
21.
With a 21, you probably have never heard of stuff like this, but there are creatures out there that give tokens in order to keep track of things. This is kind of seems to be what that is.
Can I tell if it's gold, silver?
It's a very strange, like reddish brown metal.
Okay. Who's standing next to me? I think Humphrey was chopping away also. Is that accurate?
Yeah, Humphrey is still chipping away at the one little area that he was trying to get. As
I don't know. I turn
that's,
around and I show the coin to the party and I ask them if anybody recognizes this more than I would.
Okay.
I'll wander over.
Do I recognize it?
Give me a religion check, Ginjack.
I'm gonna put some juice on that.
Okay.
Ask the guidance of the goddess, please. 15.
Unsure the exact of who it is, but it does look like one of the few that you've heard of that are that the Duergar worship. It's hard to tell why. There's a coin with it though.
I think it's one of their religious tokens. Not that familiar with their pantheon, but that's what it is. If you give me a little bit of time, I can tell you if it's magical.
Could be worth our while. This is a strange occurrence to find out here based on the stories y'all have told.
Give me a sec. I'll do ritual casting, detect magic.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I kind of want to just do a broader, wider, like light, quick search just to see if there's anything else, a weapon that he could have dropped or just anything in the nearby area.
I think
Sure.
Echo and
Give
I
me
will
a
pitch in
perception
and
check.
while he looks for that, I think we'll just look around and see if there are other bodies nearby too.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. 24.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, so you start to brush around and you step about 10, 15 feet away and you notice another slight
boy.
mound. And what did you get, Nier? Were you looking as well, or were you just helping?
I was just trying to help.
Okay.
24 is already pretty good though. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why did that not go on? Truth. Right. Thing disconnect. Why? So as you start to, you notice another mound in the snow, and you start to look around, and you can see mounds kind of catch your eye in multiple locations.
I immediately turn to the party and just let them know what I'm seeing, and in that I think that there is a lot of dead Duergar around here, and something is not right.
how long did we have to travel to get to like here in particular?
Maybe an hour.
Gentlemen, is it worth going back to town to report something like this, or should we investigate by ourselves and try to figure out what's going on before heading back? This could denote a danger that the town needs to hear about.
Generally speaking, when this kind of thing happens in the town, we're the ones they report it to.
Okay.
So, and if there's investigating to be done, we're the ones to do it. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that, but maybe let them know if there's any immediate danger. But it sounds like a whole bunch of Duergar just starved to death and froze to death while they were ill-equipped for the cold. Unless, well, actually, I shouldn't be talking. Am I still casting my detect magic?
I would say, yeah, you'd be finalizing it.
All right, do I pick up anything?
And you're in. That's what, a 60 feet.
1 sec. Yeah, I don't normally pack it. That's why I'm doing a ritual casting. Detect magic is a 30-foot sphere.
30-foot sphere. You would detect. You detect it on that coin. You also detect it. You also detect one at your southeast and southwest. One is near where Aramil is standing.
Huh.
Is it in one of the little body mounts?
Yes.
There's 2 more, I think. I'm getting 3. That coin is magical. I highly recommend that you don't touch it with your bare flesh. And I just I grab one of the sticks off of the sled, and I'll mark the other 2 places where I detected magic. And there's magic here. And I walk over to trudge over to the other one, and there's magic here. And then I dismiss the spell.
Is it actively snowing heavily, like
It
where
is.
we
It
are?
is actively snowing.
I'll start digging up on the last stick I put down.
On the last one you put down, okay. Let's see. There's that. All right. Let me bring us to here. I have to do it here. I apologize for those that are watching. Foundry updated, and now I'm trying to make sure that people are getting to where it needs to be. They need to be. And there we go. And hiding.
Ooh, we're in the snow. Oh, that's a lovely map, by the way.
So you see
Your
that.
background is perfect for that.
And as you start to dig through this one, Ginjack, you notice another very gaunt-looking hand, body kind of just contorted in a very strange way.
Hmm.
So
Is
you-
he? Is it like a fetal position someone gets into to ward away the cold?
No, this one specifically is in almost a contorted way.
Interesting.
Does he look, or does it look like it was snapped, bent?
Snapped.
Oh,
Wow.
this is bad. There were there any wounds on that other one? Or did it look like it was snapped and crackled, like crushed?
Did I notice anything like that?
No, it looked like it was twisted into whatever position it was placed in and frozen.
I have produced flame as a cantrip. I want to just in between each of these mounds and just start lighting the place up just to kind of thaw out and melt the snow as quick as possible.
Okay.
I'll
Um,
search the dead Duergar in front of me to find the coin.
Okay. It doesn't take you long finding another pocket that this coin's in.
I'm using gloved hands.
Okay.
I don't want to touch it with bare flesh.
It's like
Oh, just for information, a lot of the stuff that we found on Duergar causes an infection and turns into like a black putty wound.
Great.
And
And I touched it.
that's why I'm advising caution on touching anything of theirs, especially if it's again obsidian, any obsidian. I don't know about these coins, but I'd rather not take any chances. It's
Gotta
not
grab
too
some
bad. Last
gloves.
time. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, anybody got gloves?
I am wearing. Ginjack's wearing gloves. I've been here long enough. I got winter gloves. Actually, I keep forgetting. I have custom snowshoes too.
you do.
Yeah.
You made custom snowshoes. You're right.
Aerwyna made them for me.
Yeah. While you are starting to undig the third one, Aramil, I need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
So you start to hear a strange humming in your ear.
How do I do saving throws on Forge?
So it's gonna be. It should be you clicked the actual no, underneath to the right of skills. You have your character sheet open, right?
I do.
Are you on inventory features? What are you on the
I
right?
see skills. Oh, saving throws, intelligence. Got it. Coming at you.
Ooh.
19.
Nice.
Make that 25.
Yeah. So you have that strange hum in your ear that you start to feel almost like a rage. Like the last time you saw the dragon and what it was going through your mind, it flashes across your eyes. What were you thinking at this moment? What
It
would
was
put
a-
you in a rage?
The complete and utter destruction of Bremen and in my immediate space and my friends and family that got killed in this horrid endeavor.
And as you're thinking about that, you kind of glance around, and it's as if people start to kind of fade in and out of looking like Duergar and not looking like Duergar for a moment, and then you just kind of shake it off, and you can see normal again.
Yeah, so he just tries to, regroup and get his head and thoughts together. He's kind of looking around. I'm assuming he can't make heads or tails if that was real or not.
Correct.
So he's just completely on guard and just looking around and ready for what he doesn't know.
I'm gonna look around too.
Okay. It's a cold winter, forested moment, midday in the middle of darkness. The only light that you have is the never-ending reddish orange fire that breathes through the sky. That it seems that the Chardalyn dragon tore open as it flew by.
I'll drop a light cantrip on my trusty head bunker.
Okay.
Just
How
'cause
many produce flame cantrips did you allow me to spit out? Because they kind of hang out and do a 20-foot radius of dim light for 20 feet.
I can give you 2 at that for just that short period of time. So where do you want to place those?
Can you? How do I do a marker on the board?
I can just place where you're, put your mouse where you want one, and I can see it. Right there.
I guess one here,
Okay.
and do the other one at the other end of the tree.
Okay. All right. As the 3 of you start to find ways to light, or the 2 of you find ways to light up the area a little bit, you see the shadows kind of elongating from the trees themselves. Kelevar, I need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Zero.
Like 0?
I have a -1 on intelligence saving rolls, and I rolled a 1. A 0.
As you go to do another chop, you feel a sharp pain sink into your back, as if somebody has just pierced through you with a dagger. You will.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
Will be.
My very first thought is going to be, I swear to God, Benji, if you're back, and fall over.
Kelevar, what's wrong?
Ah!
That really doesn't tell me anything.
That is not what I need. No, I need the extra on that. So it's going to be 1 point of piercing damage. But for some reason, my dice have disappeared. They took away my dice and dice. That's not even cool.
Well, I see D4 + 3, 7.
Yeah, but the weapon itself is 1 piercing damage and 46 psychic damage, which is what that was doing. Well, I guess we're pulling out dice time. If I need additional variable dice, it looks like they're just not around right now. So.
Where's the dice?
That's what I'm saying. They kind of vanished.
I see card stacks.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't know what. Like I said, they just updated everything with how they're doing stuff, so I don't see any new dice for this at the moment. We will figure that out before next game if we have to figure out the next step for this. But yeah, no, take as you, Kelevar, kind of heal over, you're gonna take 17 points of psychic damage.
Yikes.
As this jolt of pain just shoots through your body.
Do I see this happen? Like, do I see him react?
You see him react, but you don't see anything happen.
Can I cast Dark Vision on myself because it's still a little, sketchy to see?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. And while you do that, we will start our combat. For now, it's just these guys.
It's 16 for Ginjack.
Okay.
What the heck was that?
10 for Kelevar.
Okay.
How do I roll initiative?
If you look on the right-hand side, there'll be a little thing that looks like two swords. Click on that, and then you should be a dice next to it.
Not seeing the oh, no, that's weapons. I'm not seeing that.
It's under the character sheet too on the far left.
If you look under your portrait on the character sheet, on the top left-hand side, you'll see initiative on the left side.
And Kelevar, yours as well.
Gotcha.
Unless it tried to roll and didn't work.
Oof, nat 20.
So I play nat 20 is a little different, which is awesome. So if you get a nat 20 on your initiative, it means you get advantage on your first strike. So
Sweet.
Dogs are barking. Sorry, here I am.
oh, you're good. Is anybody missing it? Kelevar, you're still missing on initiative. Did it not work?
I'm guessing not, because I did hit it, and that was a 10, so...
Okay, I can change it if you know what it is. You said it was
You
a
have to
10?
select, is it like Roll20? Do you have to select your icon in order to get it to show up?
It shouldn't if he rolled the initiative on his character sheet.
Okay.
You said it was a 10 though, Kelevar?
Yeah,
okay.
It was.
Then what you can. Hard combat.
At this point, I would be considered prone, right?
I wouldn't say you'd be prone, but you definitely would be in pain.
Story of my life.
All right. Wait, why does it keep killing Kelevar's initiative? That's weird.
Growing pains.
Uptake companion 10. All right. Aramil, to start, as that pain sinks into Kelevar's, you start to see twitching, kind of this strange contortion as these Dorgar start to animate.
Oof. And what's happening to Kelevar exactly? He's twitching too?
He just kind of keeled over as if somebody just stabbed him straight in the back.
But I didn't see who
But you didn't
or
see
what
anything.
did it.
Correct.
Even with the dark vision.
Even with dark
Well,
vision.
no, because it was after that anyway, so... So you said they are moving now,
They are moving.
but not threatening?
At the moment, no.
I'm just completely distrustful of what's going on, so I'm just gonna smack the nearest one that's
Okay.
starting to move.
I mean, you can definitely tell these things were dead, and their
Right.
eyes are completely glassed over, and they are moving.
And they're
now.
abominations at this point, so I hate them, and we're gonna kill them again.
Again, I love it.
On the, I guess the one that's north of me near the log, I'm gonna cast Entangle on that.
Okay. So cast the spell, and it'll show up in the chat, and then we can drop the measurement for it, and it'll help you out. It'll set that up.
And I don't see spells.
So inside the character sheet, it's going to be the third or fourth tab.
Spells, got it.
And any of the ones on the right-hand side, it'll say prepared.
All right, DC 13 strength saving throw.
All right. So click the place measurement template in the chat.
Sorry, I'm not seeing it.
Are you back in the chat where you can see all the dice?
I'm seeing main chat, my name, and two others, Candle and Scruff.
That's characters.
Yeah, that should be.
Mhm.
So
Go ahead,
you
James.
should see underneath at the bottom of it, it should say Entangle first level spell cast.
I hit that already.
Okay, do you see underneath it where it says place measured template? If not, I can place it to speed things up.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
wait. I see it. You just do it because
Okay, where am I placing it?
On
Up here at the top.
Yeah, the guy on the north there.
So
This one.
oh, that's weird. It didn't show up. What? I didn't put it over there. That's not where I put it. All right, right there. Oh, move them over.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, that works.
Okay. And then he will get entangled. All right, so he's entangled. Awesome. Okay, anything else?
I am going to move, I guess, my 30 feet away from the guy that's basically right next to me.
Okay. In his first animation stage, he does not do a attack of opportunity, so he's good.
All right, I'm done.
All right. That moves us to the first Duergar. So as this one animates and kind of, it will give almost this like lash out at you, Ginjack. It's gonna be 17. What was that, Ginjack?
Sorry, I was muted. Nope.
Nope. All right. So it lashes out at you. It fails. Moving on to Nier.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that Duragard just attacked Ginjack, and I know we don't have a token for him on the board at the moment, but Echo and I are absolutely gonna run up on the one that just tried to attack, and we're gonna try to take him down really quick. Even though we know Kelevar is in danger over there, the more recent danger we saw was the Duragard that just tried to attack, and as I grab the key from my belt and it forms into its sword form, I am just gonna make an attack, and one of my manifest echo features is that Nier is going to make an immediate additional attack right on him.
Okay.
Yep. And I have the page open. It's just moving slow. I'm so sorry, but
You're good. It's a lot is moving slow right now. I don't know if it's just the new way that Foundry's working. So because I can't pull character sheets out right now, which is weird. So I'm gonna pull up them on another screen. All right, what's going on on your end?
It's not opening the combat tracker for me to actually roll in there, but I'm just gonna roll. I have dice right here.
Go for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's battling left and right on this with this new patch.
That's okay.
So-
We're still having fun.
We are.
All right. That first attack is only going to be a 15 to hit.
Okay.
Oh
15.
wait, it's a plus. Sorry, it's a +1 weapon. I forgot. It's a 16 to hit.
16 just hits. Yes.
Sweet. Okay. All right, and real quick, I'll roll for Echo's attack. That's cocked. I'm afraid that is an 8. Okay. So, or no, I guess a 9. I keep forgetting. All right. But yeah, damage for 1. I whip out with the sword, and that'll be okay. 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then you better believe, because I'm a fighter, I'm gonna swing again. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And okay, 8 points of force damage.
Okay.
And of course, I can only do this 5 times per rest, by the way, so I can't abuse this. But Echo's going to make another attack. He can do so when I make physical attacks.
Okay, so he already did one to attack, and he can do another one?
He can do
Okay.
it immediately after I make one, up to a maximum total of 5 times per long rest. So I'm just going to eat through those right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to remind you that Alix very specifically asked me to make a character that would do a lot of damage. So.
No, you're good.
And that is 9 points of force damage. And we'll call it there. I'm going to stop.
Okay, and that'll be the amount you need to take out that one.
Okay. So I see him try to womp on Ginjack, and I'm just kind of like, oh, no.
No
this is
problem.
one of my new friends. Come the ribbons.
Oh, wait, that's one. Wrong one I'm attacking. That's why. Well, wrong. So he shouldn't be able to see that one yet. Where are you at? Oh, I picked time mixed up the wrong person. There we go. All right. Yep. And Durgar is dead. All right. Goes to Ginjack. As you watch Nier run up and just dead in 3 swats.
All right. If that one's dead. Oh, did I grab Nier as well?
You just walked into Nier, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on. All right. There we go. I'll just move up a bit. Pull out my lit up mace.
Okay.
And said, "The power of Shantea compels thee. You are damned." I slam the mace in the ground, and I'll turn undead in a 30-foot radius.
Ooh.
And so let's see, destroy undead. Why won't it do it? I click. Oh, there it is. It's
There
down
it is.
All right, so they need to roll a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. That's my DC. If they are threat rating 1/2 or lower.
They are not.
Okay.
But and it's anybody within 30?
feet. They're not half or less? Okay.
No. They're
I can't auto destroy them then.
16 plus. Wait, where's my Druid that? You said wisdom save?
Yes.
So the
Turn undead feature, yeah. Hang on. No, that's destroy undead. Hang on, let me look up. Damn it.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably based off of your.
Right. Censoring each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Okay, so I get a 16 on. I get a 16 on the first and a 7 on the second one.
Okay. Spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move a space within 30 feet of you.
All right, so it's gonna 5.
If it has dash, it'll use it.
Please move. 10, 15, 20, 30. All right. As he runs away down through the woods, the other one stands there, kind of stuck anyways due to entangle. So it doesn't matter. And you. Oh, let me roll. I have one more. I need to roll. Okay. That's a 7. So you see this one shamble out and run away, as it was also within your 30 feet.
Oh, so there were 4 of them.
Oh, there's all sorts of them around here. What are you talking about? I don't ever just give something so simple.
Yeah, well, I still want to know what stabbed Kelevar.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. Let's see. It's that way. Oh, snap. I have to. See, now you made the fun ruined. See here. Where is she at? Oh no, let's see here. Her wisdom. She got a 17, so she's still walking her. Oh, actually, no, she got a 20, so she's still good. Okay. And that brings us to our number 2.
Bonus action?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because Channel Divinity is not a spell casting action, I
Got it.
assume. All right, bonus action. I'll look out for my little buddy there, because I know I didn't give him an 8 spell, so he might be hurting. And so I'll fire off. Where are you? Actually, yeah. I will. Jeez, I can't see me. I'll walk.
You're the one currently with the icon
I
floating
see.
around it.
Yeah. I'll walk over to Kelevar
Okay.
and I will. There we go. And I'll touch a bead on my necklace
Uh-huh.
and I'll hit him with a Cure Wounds.
Okay. All right, as you.
For you, healing. Roll. It's still doing it. It's so irritating.
10 points total, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's yeah, it's not keep. Yeah, you get it.
Yep.
It's actually +6. So I'll heal you for 10, Kelevar.
Yay!
And I'm gonna look around and see, like, there's something else around here. None of these zombies stabbed him or hurt him. And I keep a weather eye out. I'm looking for any kind of movement or any kind of shenanigans. And that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to the Durbar, who is. Where's that Durbar? The Durgar you hit. No. I'm missing a Durgar. That one. Oh, this one. All right.
It's too snowy. You can't see them under the snow.
10, 15. He's going to crawl that way. No, he's just going to crawl straight into the... That's gone by now. That disappears over time. All right. And then we're going to go Kelevar.
Yeah. So you said I'm just in pain, but I'm not prone?
Yes, you're in pain, not prone. And not in as much pain because you just gained an extra 10 health.
Okay. You know what? I guess I'm gonna put my axe swinging to use as best as I can. And the one currently in the box square.
In the entanglement, so all the vines are
Yeah.
wrapping up around it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to like jump on the dead tree and sort of I go a high up.
Let's see how it
I'm
works.
not sure if I need to roll anything against the entanglement or if the tree's good enough.
Each creature other than you in the area when you cast a spell succeeds. Just trying to see if there's any sort of. So not to get there, but once you're in, you'll have to do your. You'll technically be entangled with difficult terrain.
Well, it's not like I'm going far, so just let me know what I need to roll.
All right, so you're jumping into the fray.
Yep.
All right, and going straight after the Dorgar in front of Ginjack, or do we need to, or would you like to be moved somewhere else, or would you like to move? It's not working. I don't know if it's letting you or not.
Nope, that'll do just fine. It shows me I moved. So
Okay. Yep. So then roll your roll just a normal roll an attack, and then let me grab a quick note on your axe.
So that's a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Beautiful.
So if we don't have to look for this yet, but I will at least check it down real fast so I can give you a update. So that's gonna be just a basic axe. Not a great axe, not a hand axe.
Pretty good axe.
Actually, it looks like you're gonna get a battle axe stat. So that's gonna be for you. It will be a 1d8 slashing.
When I actually hit.
When you hit, yes. Anything else you would like to do for the end of your turn?
I am considered entangled, right?
You are considered entangled, I believe.
Okay, let me just take a look at. Nope, that's just kind of it. Axe takes both hands to swing, especially with my stature, and I have no bonus actions that apply. So, moving on.
All right, the Dorgar is going to attack then. This is the one that was not affected by Ginjack's turn undead. That's going to be... it's going to be a 19 to hit, Kelevar.
Ooh.
Sorry, one more time.
Doesn't that one have to do a strength save to get out of the restrained condition?
Is it restrained, or is that what it says? If it says
Yeah.
restrained, that's one thing.
It says each creature in the area that you cast the spell must succeed a strength saving throw or have the restrained condition until the spell ends.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So it's got to do an athletics check.
All right. Let me...
Against my spell save, which I believe was 13.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got a strength save. It got a 12. So it missed.
And if it's restrained, it can't do anything.
It can't do anything, correct? It would have just had to break through. So yeah, no, Kelevar, ignore that.
Nice.
As the
You're welcome.
vines wrap around even tighter around this deformed Dorgar, as it starts to stretch out to you, a vine kind of wraps around its ion and pulls it back in, tightening the grip. All right. The other one can't come anywhere near. It's just going to keep running at the moment until we can get out of sight of Ginjack for one round. All right. At this point, I want everybody please give me perception checks. See if you can find the bugger who's making all these painful things happen.
Making a bug find check. Oof. We're doing great. I see a 9, a 7.
Waiting
I got a
on
3.
you got a 3.
Perception. I'm still looking for it.
Yep, it's under skills.
Under the details tab.
The details tab. Yep.
Details, skills, and perception.
It's like under the P's.
Hey.
14.
All right, let me see here. Because you will notice what happens next. Let me find out who does it first. Who she goes after. So we just gotta go down the road. That's a 1. Who is in our initiative on 1? Oh, it's you. No wonder you see it. You catch out of the glimpse of your eye a masked figure, kind of this like broken porcelain mask that's half cracked and piecing over part of their face. Long strands of gray hair underneath a black hood. And she's in this area right over here is what you notice. And she continues to mumble. You can see from the distance as it looks like she's speaking something, and you start to feel that twitch again of rage. Give me another intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence. Yeah, baby.
Holding
Rolling hot.
tightly.
Rolling
as
hot.
She kind of like points her hand out at you and thinks she's got you, and then as she realizes that the tangle is just not the weave just isn't connected yet, she flings her hand away, and Delmora will join the crew. That Dorgar, and as her secondary act, as the round action will go, she will start to give off a strange humming sound. I need everybody to give me wisdom saving throws.
Cool.
As she brings 3 more to awaken. And do it.
Ooh, 16.
Right. Anybody under 14?
Me.
Real quick, is this magic?
It is.
Okay, I have advantage on that.
All right.
I failed.
Okay.
Fuck.
Mhm.
7 both times.
Your hardy guest seems to brace from the magical force of Delmora, but the rest of you, this ringing gets into your ears to the point where your eyes start to almost glaze over and you're having a hard time seeing. For one round, you guys are blinded.
Oh, sweet.
And then they will bring the rest of the party the rest of the crew into the party. As Delmora raises the rest of her little cronies.
Are we still in the same initiative?
Still same initiative. Yeah, she's bringing them in at the end. It's going to start with you at the beginning. And you're the only one currently that can see. What do you do?
I am going to cast Erupting Earth.
All right.
If I can figure out how to use the forge.
If not, just roll it. Just tell me what you want to do.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Or just being brutal tonight.
What the hell? I don't even see it on my list. All right, it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
Centered on that point, each creature in the area must make a dex save or take 3d12 bludgeoning. So let's put it. Can you see? I want to highlight the center to be where
Where you're at,
uh
like that.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
And then they have to make a what?
A dex save.
Okay.
13.
One made it, and we'll see if Delmore makes it. Delmore doesn't make it. So the one on the far left makes it, closest to you. This one right here. The other two do not. So what happens?
A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, half on a success, and then that terrain becomes difficult.
Okay, so roll me 3d12.
Oh yeah.
How am I doing that separately?
What do you mean separately? No, I just roll 3d12 and it'll be placed of all three of them.
How do I roll? I don't even know how I roll on this.
It should be in the spell itself, but if it's not loading, then you'll have to actually grab dice or roll on D&D Beyond.
All right.
If you have to run through D&D Beyond, it's easier. Go for it. I'm just gonna make it at this point because more time is taking from the technical side of things.
We got 9, 10, and 9, so 28.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So 29.
28.
So this 28. So this one, as the earth just erupts underneath the new one of the new cronies that just appeared, it just just falls into a chasm of nothingness.
Yeah, buddy.
Delmore is going to take 28 points. He's not feeling happy. Yeah, the other one takes 14. He's still standing. All right. Oof. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna just back up a scooch.
Back up a scooch.
Hide behind a tree a little bit.
All right.
Smart.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Ginjack, you're up.
Am I still blind?
You are still blind, yes, for this round.
Okay, that kind of sucks. All right.
She comes in a fury. I'm sorry.
I
Well,
can tell you're sorry.
yeah, that's quite the range. That's all I gotta say. So I can't see anyone. All right. I guess I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Oh, okay.
So
Anything else?
Yeah, that's about it. I can't really do anything. If I can't see anyone, then
Right.
not really much anything else to do. Hang on, let me pull up Sanctuary.
Okay.
HIJKLMAPQRS. Bam. Cast. All right, so basically it needs to make a wisdom saving throw to attack me.
Okay. It's been sanctuary.
Yeah. Goddess protect me, and I just touch myself and Sanctuary, and that's it.
All right.
I'm blind, so that's it.
Nier, you are also blind.
Yep.
Though I do believe Far doesn't get affected by it.
To be fair, he is supposed to roll saving throws, so it's possible he could have been blinded also. If we want to go, yeah, let me go ahead and roll for him real quick.
Go for it.
That's an 8. We are both blind.
Okay.
Yep. Sweet. We remember at the very least that there's the Duragar who's been restrained, but if we run into the Entangle, are we subject to its effects?
I believe so.
It does
Okay.
become difficult terrain.
Yeah.
To
Now,
pass
he's not going to
through.
wrap you, but like they don't attack anything once it's in there, but it is difficult terrain.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how long does that last, because it says under my duration it says concentration up to 1 minute. Is that just how long I got to concentrate for 1 minute to make it work, or it only lasts for 1 minute?
It only lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, so
As long
it
as you
should be
maintain
gone by
concentration.
now.
I mean, 1 minute in combat is 10 rounds or 6 rounds.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Yeah.
So unless you willfully dropped concentration, you should still have it. Because Erupting Earth is not a concentration spell, I believe.
Right. No, but I'm talking about the
Yeah.
entangle. Should we? Do you want me to drop? Is that guy still alive in there? What the
He
hell's
is.
going on?
He is still
It's all
alive.
right. So
And
I
it is
guess we want to leave that.
It's protecting Kelevar for sure.
Okay.
I
Fair enough.
think
When he goes down, I'll drop the spell and we'll pull that out.
Okay.
Obviously.
because Nier and Echo would know where that guy is. With them being restrained, that should negate the negative effects of blind. So we could stumble over, and once we feel confident we're right next to the guy, we'll just unload on him to knock him out. Hopefully with the understanding that, hey, we know where this guy's gonna be. Let's try not to hit our friends and hit him, not knowing that our new friend Aramil might drop the spell thereafter. That would just be a tertiary benefit. So
Okay.
I'm gonna move over. It looks like fully 5 feet and then another 10, so 15 feet just to get to here.
Okay.
We stumble through the vines, just making sure we're not gonna hit Kelevar. So we go over to this far side, and I'm gonna rattle off some attacks. Okay.
I would say due to the blindness, you wouldn't be able to get the advantage that you would get because he's restrained.
Yep.
So
Straight roll, right? Or no? Did you want it to be disadvantage, or would it be straight with the advantage?
it would be straight
disadvantage?
because it would equal out the advantage. Yeah. So that is a hit.
Okay.
16 just hits.
Cool. Do some damage. I'm gonna do a IRL damage roll just so it's faster. That's 9 damage. With the first attack, I'm gonna burn my third of 5 echo attacks.
24 hits.
Okay. That is 7 force damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna make my fighter extra attack.
Okay.
And if he doesn't go down with this, I'm gonna load in a feature I have called Storm Strike, assuming I hit.
Okay, he hits.
Okay. All right, that is gonna be 8 points of force damage.
He's still up.
Still up. Okay. I concentrate harder on that last hit because I'm gonna save my action surge in case there's an emergency. But I am gonna dump like a storm strike into it. Like this time, I like really grip the sword, and as I swipe, that's an additional 1d6 lightning damage, and that's 5 lightning damage.
All right, and he's done.
Sweet. Okay. We are gonna blindly stumble 1 more square to the top right because that'll take us all of the movement we can go.
Okay.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right. That brings us to our next Gorgar. He is still... Is he out of range for you, Ginjack, or no?
Out of range for what?
Because you still have Turn Undead on him. Or does he get his Wisdom save every turn? As long as he doesn't approach you?
Sorry, I'm reading it now. Turn creature must spend its turn trying to move far away from you as it can. Can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Also can't take reactions. And if the creature can't move, it can take... Yeah, it doesn't list the duration for this. At all. It just says Exactly what I just said.
Hmm.
Channel divinity, turn undead. So you're here within 30 feet. You must make a wisdom save. The creature fails its saving throw. Its turn. Oh, 1 minute. There's the duration. It's turn for 1 minute. Or until it takes any damage.
Okay. So it's going to.
So it's gonna keep running. Well, up to you. I mean,
Yeah, it'll run until it's out, pretty much out of sight at this point.
that works for me.
Like one less down. Good.
The bold strategy.
It is a bold strategy. All right,
Yeah.
that one's done. Kelevar, you're up. Trying not to
I'm
trip
still
over
blind,
vines.
right?
You are still blind. One round of blindness.
Fine. That's fine. You know what? It's gonna be just a combination of panic, being now blinded, and everything. So, let's see. What's a stupid thing to do? Sure, pyrotechnics.
Always do that when you're blind, kids.
Yep. And I am going to just shoot off fireworks, and pretty much anything within 10 feet of me needs to roll a con of 13.
You know I'm within 10 feet of you.
Nope, I'm blind.
Oh,
Chris, if it's any consolation, you're the only one within 10 feet.
So you're gonna blind me again?
Ah! My true point of this entire game is starting to happen. Turn the party against himself.
Well, I'm just gonna stop healing him. It's not that hard. It's like, oh, he's getting beat up. Oh, really? I heal him, but I can't see him.
He's just so small.
So what do I have to roll?
Con.
Con saving throw. Okay. Normal. 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're good.
You're lucky I'm blind, or I
You just see Kelevar panic, thrashing around the vine, shoot his hand straight up, and just firework. Bam! So. A lot of screaming, unnecessary kicking.
All right. While Kelevar is doing this, Damora is going to Misty Step just outside of Nier's range and look at you and say, "Oh, I wonder what's boiling inside you." And I will need your intelligence saving throw, please.
Let's go, Pathfinder. All right. What was something he just said about trying to turn us against each other? All right. Directed just at me, or is that Echo as well?
Oof, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm. We would, for token simplicity, we're like right next to each other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you would take it. So I'm going to make you as I'm going to use my mind mastery on you in order to make you take a reaction to attack somebody within 10 feet of you. So
that's just Echo right now.
That's just Echo right now. So
okay. I am blind, so it's a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. Here it is.
Though if we talk about it the way you just did it for the other way, you know where Echo's at.
Yeah, but Echo's not restrained.
Okay.
The reason we went to attack that Duragar is because we knew they were there. But the only reason it was a straight roll was because of the restraint.
Got you. Okay.
Ah, dang. I had to make a 17, but I only got a 12.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Is it a single attack, or is this forcing my full round of attacks?
It's your reaction, so it would just be
Okay.
It'd just be a single attack.
Cool.
Yep. And then has a, and then yeah, she's done for this moment. Actually, no, she is going to use her racial ability, and she's going to reduce.
She can go and get small.
She won't get real small. From this door, guard is going to charge in. I can only go there. Historic guard is going to charge in. He doesn't care about restraint. Care about entanglement. He doesn't understand entanglement. He's going to take a lash at you. That's a 12. No, it's not. What am I thinking? They had more than 2. That's their damage. My brain's not right. That is. It's a 14. 14 hit?
Yep.
Nope. Okay. They only have. Oh, they do have 2. Even better. That's a 9. That doesn't work either. All right. That one's done. That one's dead. And this one is also, because you're the closest thing there is, so they're going to run at you in that one too. Same thing. 2 attacks. That is going to be a 19 for the second attack.
That one hits.
And that's going to be... that's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And just a hand is just crashing against you. All right. And that is their turn. Aramil, you're up.
I'm gonna scoot up 1 block.
Okay.
Cast poison spray
Okay.
on that ugly SOB. Did it roll? I hit the roll button.
It rolled. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
Is it 23? Or, well, no, it was a 19. Either way, still hits. So you'll do damage.
Roll as a damage.
Rolls the damage. You keep adding the items to the chat room, but not the damage. Hits
How the
damage.
heck? How do you roll for damage? Why does it?
If you're in the chat space,
One will say
it prompts you. Yeah.
Attack and then damage.
Mhm.
All right. Well, what is it? 2d12. I'm just gonna
Yes.
simplify it and roll on D&D Beyond.
Go for it.
7.
Okay. You notice that as you release the toxic spray, they don't seem to be affected by it.
Oh damn.
Meaning the poison.
I'm gonna take a bonus action.
Okay.
I can do produce flame with that.
Okay.
I don't know how familiar you are with that. At the end of that, I know I can throw it. Like once it's over, can I just cast it and toss it, or is that?
Should be able to.
All right. All right. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Same target for 2d8.
Okay.
And that is 13.
13 misses.
Oh no, that was the damage I rolled.
Oh. What did you get for the attack?
Oh shit. I was supposed to roll 6 and 5, 11. Sorry. To
Nope.
hit 11 to hit.
Nope, that misses.
Okay.
Is that it?
I'm done.
All right. Ginjack, you're no longer blind. Standing next to a tree. Kelevar is in front of you. A dead Duergar in front of him. You're muted. Ginjack, you're muted.
I'm going to get as far away from Kelevar as possible for starters. And I assume that that square right there is the entangle.
Yeah. Did you take that down, Aramil, or did you not?
Take what down?
The entangle.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
If there's two, it looks like there's two dudes still in there. So
Yeah.
unless my party's yelling at me to take it down, I'm gonna leave it up.
Okay.
All right. Do I notice that Nier has been actually Nier? Are you okay? I mean, do I notice that he's been affected in any way or weirded out?
It looks like the joy I was writing on from your story earlier has drifted off a little bit, but I'm personally fine.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so this square. Actually, I need to know
It's just difficult terrain.
Yeah.
It's difficult terrain. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, jeepers. I'm just going to do it again then. I think, is he within 30 feet of me? For that Duergar on the far northeast? I think he's within 30.
Yes.
All right, let's do it again. I can do Channel Divinity twice a day.
Okay.
So, thank you, 6th level. Oh no, I really mean it this time. Power of the goddess compels you. Get thee hence, you damnable, vile, undead things. And they get to roll DC 14 Wisdom save.
So I've got four normals. One closest to you. DC 14, if both of those fail. Next one, 2 outside. The one at the far end, this one here succeeds. The rest of them start to run.
What about her?
Oh.
What about her?
16. She's good. This one runs 30 feet, sorry. 30 feet. And 34. 30 feet. 20 feet. All right. Yeah, they're all running.
Okay. And for my second action, I'll call Pestle.
And Pestle
For
appears.
bonus action, I'll call up Pestle.
All right, there's Pestle.
And if that's the only thing I can see, I'm going to have Pestle pound that Duergar over there.
Okay.
The one I can see that's fighting still.
Sounds good.
Give me a sec. Spells. It's a hammer, but I'm a farmer, so I made it a pestle. Or I'm a peasant, I should say. Where are you? EFGH. I do not like the way they put every spell in there and marked which spells I have, as opposed to.
We'll look at it after the game. I think there's a way to filter it so you're only seeing your prepared spells.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I'm not happy with Foundry right now. Like, don't get me wrong. Like them normally. The new updates look cool, but the fact that they're not working properly is not making me any happier. We've got work to do.
I did attack and.
I see it pop up.
Okay, normal. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, damage is. Was that a crit?
No, that was a 20. That was a 17. Oop.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
That's my action.
All right. That's my action. Do a whole bunch of stuff. That's my actions. Nier, you're up.
All right. Am I blind or am I no longer
You are not.
blind?
Everything is good now.
Okay. Echo and I are gonna run up on this individual.
Okay.
I'm locked out of moving. I might still have my measure on. Oh yeah.
Yep. Double check. Yep. Cool.
Token controls. I'll try to fix this in just a second, but let's pretend for a moment that we run up on and are flanking that person. Thank you kindly.
Okay.
So we don't know their name, but we're on either side of Dalmora, and we're going to start raining down attacks.
All right. Remember, Delmora is about this big right now.
Yes.
So-
The reduce, unless you're looking at a different set of rules, just makes it a smaller weapon die for you. Right.
It increases AC and
Oh, is it like a racial feature version?
yes.
Got it. Okay. Sorry for attempting the rules lawyer. I can't help it.
You're good.
But I'll graciously lose. Okay.
You absolutely will against me. You absolutely will.
I'm fine with that. All right. So AC is up. For my first attack, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 with her AC, it misses.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're gonna try again.
Of course.
Here comes Echo.
Okay. 25 will hit.
All right. Echo, unfortunately, can't use my fun features, so that's just going to be straight damage.
Okay.
Why do I keep losing my D8? I'm sorry. Here it is. That's going to be 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
All right. For my second personal attack, that is 24.
24 just hits. Yes.
All right. I'm going to bump a Storm Strike. I only have one more after this.
Okay.
So that is a total of only 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Some lightning, some force.
All right.
And Echo's going to make what I believe is my final Echo attack.
Okay.
Until I go to sleep.
You noticed.
Only a 12. Damn.
Yep. Nope.
I'm going to Action Surge.
Okay.
And only a 19, unfortunately.
Nope.
And final of all of these crazy attacks that I'm doing, only a 17. Darn,
Nope.
Luck's not with me. Cool.
All right. Oh, shucks. I could have done that too. Oh, well. Never mind. I forgot. Got excited. Anyway. Duergar turn. Where's that Duergar at? Oh, he's way down there. He's going to just pause. He's going to take his moment to reset himself. Kelevar, you're up.
Would I still be blinded at this point?
No. Unless you blinded yourself
Alrighty, so I'm...
from Pyrotechnites.
You know, technically I didn't roll for myself, because I was the one casting it.
Just play it.
Can, though, see what the heck happens.
Nah, you're good. I'm not going to torture you like that.
Okay. It's just so much fun. I'm going to go for the Duergar with Pestle.
Okay.
Just go right at it. Take another swing with the axe. Let's see. That would be... Oh, for fuck's sake. That's a 5. Oh. This is not cool.
You're still getting used to swinging a weapon.
I have 1 in fighter. I don't know if I'm more or less useful than before. Jury's still out, but yeah, that's about it. No bonus actions to really help me with anything. Just swing and a miss, and whoop.
All right. Delmora, she's going to quickly scoot up to your leg, Nier, and she is going to cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level. Oh,
Try
or
your best.
don't, you know. Let's see. Make a spell melee attack. 19 to hit.
That just hits.
19 hits. All right. 3d10. Oh, wait. Hold on. 3d10 plus an additional 1d10 for each, or for another level. 40. Hey, if my dice will come. First two, that's 15. Oh, 13. 23. 40, 42 points of damage.
Some change.
Sorry,
That's-
on 3d10?
40 10.
Sure.
40 10.
Plus something, right?
It's just 40 10.
And you
They
did
can't do
42?
42 points of damage.
No, did I? So that's a
Yeah,
10.
you just told me 42. Chris brings up a good point. I thought
So
I heard you mumble
13.
that you
Oh,
added
32.
something.
Sorry, 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Because I
say,
rolled a 9. I rolled
as I
a
cough
9
blood.
and a 0 at my last two, which is a lot, but then it was only 13 points after that. So
Okay.
I was like, why did my brain go to way past the number? Anyway,
I'm down to what 46? I'll check my math. That's not too
you're
bad.
good.
Yeah.
All right. And then she's going to use her racial ability to Misty Step.
Of course she is.
And she's going to Misty Step next to Aramil. And Aramil, I need you to give me a perception check, please.
Oof. Oh man, I'm deficient here. What am I doing?
Perception and skill. Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, that's what we do. Perception check and a intelligence saving throw as well, please.
I have the main sheet pulled up. What am I hitting?
Under skills, you're going to hit perception first. Rule starting next session is if Foundry fails us again, we're going straight to dice. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not even seeing skills.
It should be in your details check, or your details should be the first tab on the right hand side for your character sheet. Or if you've got D&D Beyond open up, run it from there real fast. As like I said, it's taking more time for us to get these.
What do you want first?
We'll do a perception check first. To DC 15.
Really, 5.
Okay.
And yeah, so
And then
no.
an intelligence save at disadvantage, please.
We got a 17 and a 12.
Okay, so finally the rage takes over you, and she says, now if you would please, on all kindness, go squish the gnome.
I'd rather not.
With your reaction though, you will attack the gnome. Your
Oh,
choice on
boy.
what you do with it. You can cast you can cast magic, you can swing it, you choose. However your character would act.
As far as attacking the gnome,
As far as attacking somebody that is an aggressor towards you. Because all you see is red at the moment.
All right. Let's just do a regular like melee. I think
Okay.
I got a sickle.
Got it?
16.
Okay. Kelevar stepped away. AC for him is 14. So
Does that hit?
yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
And what is going
6 damage.
Okay. I think that's just barely grazing his temporary. Okay, Dorgar's dead. Ginjack, you're up.
Do I see her?
Oh wait, double more of a restraint. Never undumbed. That guy's busy. That guy's busy. Kind of. You see very small. You see something very small lingering in the woods over here.
I've seen some caster messing about, right?
Correct. Yes.
And I point and I just say, Nier, she's right there. And she's a wee little nasty piece of work. And then I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
Ooh, are you hitting Aramil?
Yep.
Nice.
So Aramil, you don't have to roll a saving throw. In fact, you want to fail. I believe the way the spell is set up, you can choose to fail.
Correct. And since I wouldn't have any full control of it with only being able to pretty much give a command, he would auto fail, and Aramil, you would feel calmed again, not seeing red, after slashing at Kelevar.
The tree hugger hath returned.
So in neutral, well, yeah, you know what it does. Gets rid of charmed or any or frightened or any of that. All right, and then I'm gonna say, where did you say she was?
He's over here.
She is. I'm putting pestle on her.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
Pestle's gonna swing.
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's like, you have got to go. Let's attack with pestle. That's a 20.
Misses.
What?
I know, right?
She's reduced.
Oof.
She has a +5 AC on
That's
top
wild.
of her normal, and she wasn't weak.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's buck wild.
That's pretty messed up. All right, that's my turn then.
All right.
Yeah.
James, as a reaction, can I dump the entangle spell so that area becomes clear?
I will say, yeah, you can, even though you technically used your reaction forcefully. I'll let it just so we can get it off the screen.
He was so mad he forgot to keep concentrating.
There you go.
Yep. I was so mad I couldn't possibly concentrate.
Like,
Yep.
what if I multi-classed as barbarian for 1 second?
All right. Anything else, Ginjack? Nope.
I'm taking.
Yeah.
Sounds like a no.
No,
Okay.
that's it.
Cool.
Cast spell, use pestle.
Nier, you're up.
Cool. I still can't move my token for some reason.
What
Can you move
is
me 6 squares to the
on?
left? I must have done something.
Okay.
Echo's on one side, I'm on the other. Echo can't attack any longer, but I'm fighting for that flank. I'm gonna
Okay.
make 2 attacks.
Okay.
All right, we are shouting the entire time, but I won't do that for the sake of our listeners and our microphones and our speakers. All right.
What are you shouting is the bigger question.
A long convoluted mess that, once again, for the sake of everybody's audio equipment, I'm not actually going to shout it, but something
Got it.
along the lines of, I don't like attacking people I might like. Because just the utter eloquence of a low intelligence creature should be something along the lines of using the word like twice in the same sentence to say
Got it.
conflicting messages. Only a 20 though. Unfortunately, it seems like that doesn't hit right now.
It doesn't.
And we're gonna just, unfortunately, it's what I do. Try again.
Awesome.
And it's worse.
Okay.
I think that's it for fun features that I have. So at the moment, the primary benefit we have there is that if they can't Misty Step again, we are there to hurt them. But I guess I'll second wind to get some health back.
Okay. I need you to give me a perception check, please.
Do that first. 9.
Cool. All right. That Dorgar can finally do something, so he's going to come back out of the pit. Kelevar, are you back? All right. You're up. You also took damage from Aramil. You're muted.
Unintentionally.
How much?
Did you say 6?
You're somewhere around there. It was low.
Yeah, it was low.
I'm small and squishy. There's no such thing as low damage.
Any damage is massive damage.
Yes.
For brevity's sake, we'll say
So
6.
yeah, I'm gonna take another swing at that Duragard right in front of me. Cause
All right.
why not? Sanity is optional. 15.
Remember the Swayze.
Said 15.
Yeah.
15 just hits.
Hooray! It says
1d8
damage.
Yep.
3 points. Wee.
Plus your strength.
My strength 0.
Yep. So 3 points. Got it. All right. Anything else? Bonus action.
Nope.
Movement. All right.
You know what? Let me just check one thing real quick.
Ooh.
You know what? To Nier, I'm just gonna do a bargaining inspiration in his direction.
All right.
Excellent.
Going
Thank you for your
to.
thoughts and prayers.
All right. Delmora is going to be cheeky again and Misty Step over here. True. And this time she's going to. I need you to give me a perception check and a. You know what? Because for some reason she really enjoys just stabbing you instead of turning you on your friends. She's going to do her mind dagger instead. Let's see here. It's only a 13. Does a 13 hit you, Kelevar?
Nope.
All right. What'd you get for your perception?
$17.
Okay. You feel something metallic kind of drop into a pocket. Into one of your pockets.
Alrighty.
All right, and that brings us to Dorgar is still in a stupor. That one is just hurt. Oh, he got hit, so 5. I'll run him after the closest one, which is Ginjack this time. Takes 2 attacks with what weapons? 2 and a 4, so that's not going to do anything.
Nope.
Nope, they're deformed. They don't care. All right, and that brings us up to the top of the round. This is probably the last round of the night. Aramil, you're up.
Who is this the main baddie up here?
Nope, it's this one right here, and he's hiding. He's kind of hiding behind Kelevar's shoe at the moment.
Oh,
Actually,
I thought it was a witch.
She is.
Sorry.
She is.
I assume she was.
Can you
I shouldn't
see
assume
my
witches. I shouldn't assume witch is a she. I'm sorry, but
Mhm.
I assume witch is a she.
Yeah, Delmore is a witch. If I said he, that's because I'm getting tired and not
Hey, whoa,
thinking
who's
right.
moving me? What's
I
going
did,
on?
because that's where you thought you were going.
No.
She
What's
looks on
up top here? What's going on up there? Who is that?
That's Nier.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Nier. All right.
And that's a pestle.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna do produce flame and
On
whip it
them.
at his face.
Okay.
Um,
Respect.
20 plus 5. Oh, that was a nat 20 plus 5.
Oh,
25, baby.
nice. All right. And what does our nat 20 look like?
Damage is 2d8, so am I rolling 48 or
You are rolling
2d8
48.
Can you break concentration on reduce for us? That'd be swell.
If only it was concentration.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
5,
one way to
10,
break concentration on a
11,
Duergar.
and 3, 14. 14
14
damage.
points of damage. Ooh, she's not happy. She's hurting. She's not sticking around, that's for sure. But maybe we'll find out. Anything else, Aramil?
As a bonus action, I get to do that again.
Ooh.
Hey.
All right.
So we're going to do that again. We got a 10 plus 5 is 15.
15 misses.
I'm done.
All right. Ginjack, you're up.
Okay. Oh, I've got something for her. So she's all shrunken down, right?
She is all shrunken down. Yep.
And that makes her very difficult to hit.
Correct.
Ah, well then. Well, I'm thinking that's not a natural thing. So, let's do this.
Ooh.
If it's third level or lower, it ends.
Uh,
I'm targeting whatever the shrink effect is that she's using.
okay. It is not a spell.
But it is magic.
But
It is magic.
magic.
It's a magical effect.
It is a magic effect. It's a natural effect. Let's do it this way. Use your spell modifier to beat her normal AC.
What?
Because the reduce wouldn't affect her if it's a casting magically.
Creature, object, or magical effect.
Oh, creature, object, or magic effect. Okay, then yeah. She returns to size, very angry.
Yeah.
So
there
now,
you go, Nier. Oh, and now that she's to size, it's like pestle, if you please. Yeah, sorry, you're confusing me for a second there. I'm like, wait, it's not. It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't. I thought it said just magical, like a magic spell, not a effect. So,
Coolios. Where are you? I really don't like this setup. Yeah, spiritual hammer, spiritual weapon. There we go. Bam. Attack. Now I gotta cast the spell. Attack. Any bonuses on the attack, or it's just normal?
should be normal. As well, plus your spellcasting, actually. 19 hits. Because she's back to normal.
Normal damage. 11 points.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Oh, so close.
I call out, finisher! That's my action for the round.
Oh, I still have 2 more characters to get by before I can run. Nier, you're up.
Okay, I think I can use my token this time. I can. Perfect. All right. I was doing something wrong. That's what was happening. So I walk up and I open a polite discourse, trying to get to the bottom of why it was this character decided it was necessary to begin attacking us in the snow. And Instead, I actually just start attacking pretty vigorously. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
I'm going to unload my final lightning doodad into it. So that's
All right.
1d6, 1d8 plus 5. Oh, wait, no, I know how to roll damage on here finally. All right, let's do that. It's not giving me the option. Damn it. Okay. Oh, no, here it is. Sorry, everybody. All right. Normal. And we're going to add the d6. So that was 14 damage plus 1 lightning. So 15 total.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Hey, I run up because all these 6 seconds are happening at the same time as Ginjack is running finisher. I want to save that. Like, I dash forward and Echo accidentally trips me in the snow, and I just lunge forward and sort of like a stab through and cut down whatever's left of this witch, so that it punctuates on the like her of Ginjack's call out. Because I like to maintain in my mind that Nier, unfortunately, is a little bit clumsier than Echo, but still gets the job done.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
So as you fall, you bring the blade down through the witch as she kind of just crumbles down into the ground and starts to immediately dissolve into a puddle of goop. At that point, you hear this cracking of bones and twistings as each one of the Duergar start to twist and contort. Let's see who we've got. I need dexterity saving throws from Ginjack, Kelevar, and Aramil, because you're the ones closest to the Duergar currently, in a 5-foot radius. Any dexterity saving throws, please.
Wow. Rigged them
thank
to
God.
explode.
9.
9 fails.
19.
Not 20.
And you'll 0 damage for yours. You said 18, Kelevar?
19.
19? Yeah, you're going to take half. So it's going to be 6 points for Aramil, 3 points for Kelevar, 0 for Ginjack. As you see a radiant beam of Shantaea's blessing block all of the explosive. What happens is imagine a Duergar just built like a shrapnel shard or a shrapnel grenade, as ice shards just everywhere covering this flooring. But things do go quiet.
Just 4 very different looking grown men going, ow.
Anyone hurt?
Just a few scratches.
Yeah.
Well, if you give me 10 minutes, well, I'll sort that out. Oh, wait. My goodness, this is an exciting wood gathering expedition. I'll use the bead and I'll fire off the whatchamacallit.
The mass healing.
Yeah. Prayer
Got
of
it.
healing.
Prayer of healing, yeah.
I use the prayer of healing using the bead.
Okay.
And that's LMNOP. Prayer of healing. There we go. And that's for everyone.
Okay.
Roll. That should be 13 points. Because it's not adding the other 3. So that's
Right.
13 healing for everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Within a 10-foot radius anyway, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping someone's searching her while that's going on.
So.
Or we can
Sure.
stick out for next game session if you want. I don't know.
We're gonna wrap this one up, but there's a small pouch on her, and which you're welcome to grab if you want to grab the small pouch. There's an assortment of reddish brown coins that she seems to be holding within her person, and That's really all she has.
Everybody be
I'll-
careful around these coins. They look very similar to what we saw in the snow.
Well, I'm thinking we put them all in the pouch and not touch them with bare skin.
Smart.
Anyone got any of that crap on you, just throw it in here.
Mm-hmm.
All
Cool.
right. With that, you gather up the logs that you had, both cut and the timber that you had already collected over the last couple hours. You return back to Caer Konig, where you can unload onto the community pile, and then final your evening in the Inn of the Hook, Line, and Sinker, where you can get a good night's rest and a full stomach. And as that's happening in the end, Aramil, what are you doing this evening?
We're back at the
We're going to be
end?
back at Caer Konig at this point, yeah, at the end. Sitting around the fire at the Hook, Line, and Sinker with your new companions.
Just chatting it up. Grateful to be alive. Thanking everybody for the wonderful battle and surviving it all.
That was that was amazing the way you made the ground erupt.
All day long, buddy, all day long.
Tennis will thank you all. And he comes over to you, Aramil. He says, well, it's bad hearing about the others were talking about you being one of the refugees from Bremen. And we haven't seen it yet. But if you're looking for a place, we have some empty homes after the loss of our community. And you're happy to stay. Use the extra hand.
I'm going to need a home, so I appreciate that, and thank you, and I will graciously accept his offer.
And I have a feeling any points to you, Nier, and he says, I feel like you've really connected with these adventurers, and you're probably going to be leaving us. So it's good to have an extra hand.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
And as the evening ends tonight, there's another knock at the front door of the Hook, Line, and Sinker, and that's where we'll pick up next episode.
Rock on.
Woo! All right. Real quick, I know it's been a late night. Everybody's tired, but real quick, I want to make sure we go around the circle one more time. We're going to start once again with our guest. Tell us who you are, where they can find you, and anything coming up in the near future for you.
Mike, Weather Dragon. We do game tables. Instagram is our biggest social media. It is just the Weathered with an ED at the end, Dragon, all one word, or the website, www.theweatherdragon.com. We got Origins Game Fair coming up, Gen Con coming up, and hoping for PAX Unplugged at the end of the year to wrap it up. So that'll be super dope. But yeah, give us a follow.
Awesome. Humphrey, anything going on over there?
No Humphrey Wickham anywhere and everywhere online. Nothing coming up at this point. I was hoping to make it to Gen Con, but the stars aren't aligning right now. So unless someone wants to surprise me, I got nothing except maybe Colorado Ren Fair in mid to late July, and that's really about it.
That's
awesome.
Exciting.
It is exciting. Sam?
Hey everybody, I'm Sam. You can find me online at Dungeon Samster. I'm definitely going to be checking out some Weather Dragon tables that I can't afford online. Super excited for that. That's what I have coming up. Working on another project with James that we can't wait to tell y'all more about. And over to you, Chris.
Chris, I have no footprints on the internet. Don't look for me. It's a drawing of Kelevar and entwined.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Here's the witch.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
we go.
Witch taking a sword to the head.
A rapier to the face.
Phenomenal.
I love it.
I'll see if I can whip up another image for our before next game session.
Awesome. It's always a wonder and always a pleasure to play with new players and old friends. It stinks sometimes that this is every other week, but time permitted, it's the only way we can make this work really well. So we'll see you guys all again in 2 weeks for the next episode of Dress to Quest. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday and Thursday for our normal weekly schedule, and keep an eye open and an ear open. As Sam was saying, we have a couple other projects coming up in the near future, including things that I can't talk about because people will get mad at me if I do. So best way to find all this stuff out is, of course, on Instagram or Discord. If you're not a part of our Discord channel, we'd love to have you as part of it, as part of our community of Misfits. And there's always open tables going on and things like that as we're trying to build that community up throughout hands. Find me here, find me at Gen Con this year, hopefully at PAX Unplugged. And I think that's it. Gamehole is a possibility, and Mysticon in California. So I'm gonna be busy, but either way, if you want to see me at games to run games for you or to be on panels, reach out. Love to come hang out. Anyway, this is Dress to Quest. Keep warm, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Peace.
Good evening.
Hi, everyone.
Peace out.
Where's
I
my
gotta find my ring camera.